How's it going, YouTube? This is Skull, and welcome to episode 63 of Zootopia Home Video. Can you guys believe it? We are now a month away from the release of Zootopia 2. It releases next month, November. We have been waiting a long time for this, and yeah, my hope when I started this series was to have enough content to last all the way until the release of Zootopia 2. Unfortunately, I'm out. This is my final video that I'm going to be making, unless by some sheer coincidence I happen to get another copy of Zootopia on home video that I don't have yet. I doubt that'll happen, and I've shown off all of my home video adjacent things in my collection, so unfortunately, this is going to be my final video until Zootopia 2 releases on home video early in 2026. But I am still excited to make this video. I feel like this is going to be pretty fun, pretty interesting, and of course, I want for you guys to let me know in the comments what your favorite copies of Zootopia on home video are. In my collection, I now have 100 copies, exactly 100, and 61 unique releases of Zootopia. So I decided for my final video before the release of Zootopia 2, it would be cool for me to go back through my collection and pick the top 5 of my favorite releases of Zootopia on home video that I happen to own, released anywhere throughout the world. Let's go ahead and start with number 5, which is going to be the American steelbook release of the film. So, of course, the United States and Canada also got this exact release. We got this a lot later than the rest of the world got their steelbooks. Pretty much everywhere else got a steelbook when the movie released on home video in that region. So Europe, South America, Asia, they all got steelbooks, and most of them all look the same. We didn't get our steelbook until the movie eventually released on 4K all the way in 2019, but man, I love this design. So on the front, of course, we got Nick and Judy, Flash, and Clawhauser, and this nice orange-red background there. And it continues on the back, although this is the sealed version, so you can't actually see it. But anyway, I just love this design of the steelbook. I feel like the world-wide art version, this is world exclusive, remember. I feel like the worldwide art version of the film is a little too busy. The steelbook that most of the rest of the world got is essentially the theatrical poster of the film with no text on it whatsoever. So it's just all of the animals all clumped together. It's a bit saturated, it's a bit dim, dark. This one is bright and colorful, and it only has a few characters, and they're spread out in a way that it's easy to see them. This is just a very pleasant on the eyes release, and that's why it's number 5 on my list. Number 4 is another American release, and that is going to be this, the Walmart Holiday 2016 Blu-ray. So you'll notice a pattern here with some of these. This is unfortunately just a slipcover variant, but man, is it a cool one. I didn't know that this subset of holiday slipcovers existed until I started collecting for Zootopia on home video, and now I'm trying my best to get every single one of them. In fact, I think by the time this video releases, my collection will be complete. There were 11 films total released with this metallic gold slipcover, and nice, it looks like it's wrapped in a present. And I miss when companies would put out limited edition slipcovers for holiday releases. You do sometimes still see companies do it, like I think Warner Brothers just put out matching slipcovers for re-releases of films that glow in the dark. Sometimes you see Halloween-themed ones. I know when Deadpool was releasing on home video, a lot of films got re-releases with slipcovers where he was photobombing, essentially, Deadpool-themed. So I just really love it, where all kinds of films that basically have no other relation to each other get a re-release with a cool themed slipcover, and this is perhaps one of my favorites of all time. I just love the gold. I love that it looks like a Christmas present. Christmas is my favorite holiday, so maybe I'm biased. It's really cool. It's not easy to find, but I love it, and I'm so glad that they did this because now I found a new subset of home videos in general to collect, and I think that that's really cool. And again, it's really pleasing on the eye. For my number 3 spot, we're going over to Germany, and we are going to be looking at the German 3D Blu-ray release. So I wish that more countries, that more releases in general did what Germany did, where you have these different cards here and they're different characters on each card. So if you want, you could put whatever character you want in the window here on the front of this release and display whichever one you wish. I wish that more releases did this because it is just so cool. Not to mention, this really sticks out on a shelf, but in a good way, because it's a double thick case. It's a little bigger than usual. It comes with a 3D Blu-ray and a 2D Blu-ray release of the film. This is about as complete as it can get. This is just a really complete release out of Germany, and I just love that you can have different cards here to display different characters. I wish that other countries did this because it would just be so cool to get, especially an American release, but pretty much anywhere, honestly, where you can just pick whichever character you like most and make them the front of the case without having to go off and buy extra copies. Although, I guess if you're a true completionist, you would buy 5 of these just so you can display all 5 of the character cards at the same time. Not me. I'm perfectly happy just doing this. Yeah, I really love this release. For number 2, we're going to be taking a look at the Chinese Blue Fans double lenticular release of the film. And it was actually really hard for me to choose only one Blue Fans release to show off because all of them are amazing and all of them are unique, but I had to go with the double lenticular just because it's the art. The art on the front and the art on the back is just so cool, and I'm so glad that Blue Fans did releases of Zootopia, even if there was the one-click edition, which I'm probably never going to be able to get my hands on. But this is just, like, this is a collector's edition of the film that you will never get anywhere else. I'm so glad that we got something like this, and China got 3 of them. I chose this one just because it has lenticular on the front and the back, and I like the art for both. But it also comes with this steelbook. You could only get this particular steelbook from the Blue Fans releases of the film. There's only, I can't remember off the top of my head, like 2,000 total. It's just a very awesome steelbook. This is perhaps the nicest looking steelbook in the world, the one that I like the most. The double lenticular edition also comes with this art book with all kinds of character arts from the film. Each of the Blue Fans releases has different things inside. So yeah, I really love the Blue Fans releases. And like I said, it was hard for me to choose only one to put on this list, but I went with the double lenticular. This is easily my favorite. Finally, at number 1, I really couldn't pick anything else. Every time I think that there's something else that might take my number 1 spot, all I have to do is glimpse at this, and I instantly remember, nope, this is it. This is my number 1, and that is the Japanese Disney 100 release of the film. So it's very similar to the North American release, but it's like an actual shiny platinum back there. It comes in this slip cover. It's just, this is such a premium product. Leave it to Japan to do stuff perfectly, you know? We've got this nice platinum metallic case here. It folds out. We get actual Disney 100 themed discs, which we did not get in North America. This is a complete re-themed release to tie in with the Disney 100 line, and they did it perfectly. This is my favorite release of Zootopia on home video. It is beautiful. It actually commemorates Disney's 100th anniversary. They just did it perfectly, and I could not be happier with it. It's enough to make me want to maybe someday get all the rest of the Japanese Disney 100 releases, although they are very expensive and my priorities lie elsewhere. But still, This is a absolutely gorgeous release, and it is my favorite. So, yeah, it honestly was a little difficult to decide which is number one, the prettiest release or the most complete package. One of the collector's editions of the world, one of the few that is actually a collector's edition. And, well, pretty wins every time. So, those are my top 5 favorite releases of Zootopia on home video. Now, it's possible one day I'll actually end up with yet another copy that I don't own yet, and that might take one of the top 5 spots. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens in the future. As far as the immediate future, as I've said, this will be my final episode of Zootopia on home video until the release of Zootopia 2 on home video early next year. The movie releases in theaters next month. I'm super excited to see it. I can't wait. We've been waiting for almost 10 years to see the continuation of this story, and I am excited. When the film does release on home video, rest assured I will be here to cover it, at least the North American releases, and we'll see what else happens in the future of this channel. I really wish that I could have made it to the release of Zootopia 2 with new weekly releases, but you know what? 63 episodes. I've been doing this for over a year. I have had a lot of stuff to show off, made a lot of new fans. A lot of people reached out to me with new information on things I didn't know. I was able to help people to learn stuff. And you know what? That is what this is all about. It's just making the nichest of channels, but still finding people who I could help. So to everyone who has watched, thank you all so much. I'll be back in a few months to cover the North American release of Zootopia 2. Hope to see you all then. And once again, be sure to let me know in the comments what your favorite releases of Zootopia on home video are, wherever in the world it may be. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more.